Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your Thanksgiving weekend with us. Hope you get to spend the rest of it with family, some great food, and some football. And with that, we welcome you to the fairest network on television. And first tonight, America is tired. Americans are tired. You might sense it already. Maybe you'll figure it out at the Thanksgiving dinner table tomorrow because people are going to talk about it. But America's tired of the division, tired of the chaos, the fear, tired of that feeling that things just aren't working. And tonight, we can share 3 things that perfectly encapsulate just how tired we as Americans are and how much we want to move forward. Number 1, the anger and contempt we saw following Trump's 2016 victory just isn't there this time around. Polling from CBS and YouGov shows a majority of Democrats are not motivated to oppose Trump. Some even say they're motivated to support him this time around, or at the very least, listen to him. After all, he's now having some pretty Democratic-friendly people in his cabinet. The fight just isn't there for the American people, even for Americans who identify as Democrat. But for elected Democrats and the liberal-adjacent media, fighting against Donald Trump is the only thing they know, and demonizing those who support Donald Trump. Rex Huckabee wrote this op-ed for USA Today. Joe Biden must cancel Thanksgiving. MAGA and non-MAGA cannot break bread. If you voted for an adjudicated rapist and convicted felon who wants to round up millions of human beings and put them in detention camps, who thinks transgender people shouldn't exist, then we don't have a common ground in which to chit-chat over stuffing and pumpkin pie. Then there's this Thanksgiving from the notoriously anti-Trump and D.C. swampy, populated, totally obsessed Lincoln Project.
You may have been on the losing side of this election, but you are on the right side of history. We're still in this fight, and so are you. America is stronger than him, stronger than hate, bigger than one election. So this week, let's give thanks, and next week, let's give them hell.
That's uplifting. Malice towards none and charity for all reminds me of Lincoln's second inaugural. Lincoln's memorial was in the background of that shot, after all. Number 2, Trump's 2024 win shows it's cool to be patriotic again. We saw it in the sports world when athletes from all different backgrounds adopted the Trump dance. Maybe they don't necessarily support Trump, but they are over people who look down on Trump supporters. The Trump dance became a symbol. We saw it on celebrations during college campus time and at campaign events where Americans broke out into hymn. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Oh, say thy stars spangled, then I Americans are tired of the division, but they are also optimistic about the future. Americans are liking Trump more and more today. A Pew Research survey found 53% of the country now approves of the president-elect. That's up from just 40% when he got elected in 2016. But once again, Democratic elites and the still lingering progressive movement aren't listening to the rest of the country. Here is Kamala Harris in her first post-election video last night.
We will be armed with the faith and the fuel that tells us what is possible and then drives us to achieve it. So let's continue to organize and mobilize and stay engaged.
Democrats lost because of that attitude, because they thought fighting against Trump was their calling. Fighting against Trump doesn't lower inflation, doesn't fix the border or stop fentanyl, doesn't restore common sense to classrooms, schools, or sports teams, doesn't put Russia's Putin, Iran's Ayatollah, or China's Xi in their place. Professional Democrats rightly realized that America was angry and is angry, especially during this summer. But they mistook that anger and disdain for anger at Trump. The real anger was at where America is. And now Americans just want it fixed. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.